Hello YouTube, this is my tutorial on the 4x4x4 Mixup Cube by Eden. So yeah, this is, if you watched my review video, you'll know that I had difficulty at first trying to find my own methods to solve this. Therefore, I checked YouTube to find a tutorial. However, after playing with it for quite a bit, I actually managed to find my own method on how to solve it. And yeah, it's a really fun puzzle and I recommend it for everyone. So yeah, to begin, the first thing that you should do is you should fix 4 of these edges on one piece, on one side, on one slice, sorry. And to do that, basically, first you look if you have one such piece, which you can just simply slide like this. If you don't, it's fine, you can slide other pieces in. So let's say you wanna fill this piece here. To do that, you need to find a piece like this type of piece, which is fixed but out of orientation. And you need to put it up here, above its desired location. You need to slide this 45 degrees to the left, take it up by 45 degrees, place this in its place, put it down, and slide it back here. As you can see, you preserved the one you had before. So yeah, now what you want to do is you want to do it for all the other pieces. So for this one, let's say, you put this above it, you take this here, you put it up, you place this in place, put it down, and slide this back. And finally, you have this last piece. And yeah, for this last piece, as you can see, we have this and we can use it. So you place it above it, you put this here, 45 degrees above, shift them around and put it back in. Now that you have this, now that you have these in place, you want to make sure to have at least 2 of these split pieces in the same middle slice. So in this slice, as you can see, these 2 are both protruding and they're in the same slice. And you have to make sure that you have this middle slice is able to move. As you can see, this piece is bandaging this middle slice. So to fix that, you can simply take it up there, flip it by 90 degrees and place it down. And this, as you can see, frees up this place. However, unfortunately, we have another bandaging here. And to fix this again, you use the same method. Now that you have all of these pieces, now that you have these 2 pieces on the same slice, which is able to move, you basically put this up by, so let's say you want to fix these 2. So what you do is, since they're in the same slice, you take this up by 90 degrees, flip it by 180 degrees, and bring it back down. And you fix this. Now that you fix that, you wanna since you've fixed all of this middle slice, you wanna just drag and drop other unfixed pieces, edges, and put them in place. So if, let's say you wanna put this here, if you just make a 45-degree turn, you might get something that will bandage your cube here. So to prevent that, you can just find one of these jagged edges, one of these out of orientation edge pieces, put it here on the right, and if you want to place it here, you take this up by 45 degrees, put this in its place, and bring it back down. Now, as you can see, I have this and this in the same parallel slice. So you take this up by 90 degrees, flip it by 180 degrees, and put it back down. Like that. And you still use the same idea, the same strategy to fix all of the other ones. So as you can see, this is out of orientation. You want to place it here so that you can have it in the middle. You take this up, switch it around, put it back in. And you get another one, like this one. So you place it on the right, put this here, bring this down, and put it back down. Now again, as you can see, you have these 2 in the same slice. You take this by 90 degrees, flip it by 180 degrees, and put it back down. And yeah, you just keep repeating this same method for until you've finished all of these edge pieces. And sometimes, as you can see, you might have one on the top slice and one on the bottom slice. However, since you fix these two from the start, you can simply make an easy 180-degree turn to put them on the same slice. And again, you proceed with the same move to fix them. Sometimes, however, you might have pieces which have the correct orientation. You see, this one doesn't have a jagged orientation like this. And to put this in place, to put this inside this ring, you can just slide it down. However, as you can see, you may have ruined this part. Now, luckily, I got this in place. However, if you had something else, let's say this, you could just move it out of the way using the same way we moved it out of the way the first time. Now, as you can see, this is bandaging these pieces, so simply take it up by 90, flip it by 90, and put it back down. And as you can see, these two pieces are on the same slice. Therefore, you do the same strategy. This, 180 degrees, and place it back down. Finally, the last two. So you basically still work on this layer which you fixed before. As you can see, I inserted this from top here. Now I flipped it around so that I can move the slice. Now I need to look for its other piece, which is here. One other strategy which you can do to place this down here is using the 3x3 algorithms to shift to place edges in the second layer. But if you simply do that algorithm like this, like do the algorithm, it would just bring it here. Therefore, you have to move this by 45 degrees so that you can bring it into this center position. And then you can bring it back and you'd have it here. So basically, this is how I'll do it. I'll put this here and I'll do the algorithm to place the edge piece. Then I'll simply replace my thing to the center. Now, as you can see, I brought this here and I can proceed with fixing it like this. Now, as you can see, you finish the 4x4 components of the Mixup Cube, and you can continue with the 3x3 components. So in this part, I'll teach you two algorithms. One algorithm is the one I learned off YouTube, which is basically reducing this and this. Basically, if you want to put this, turn this into cube shape. Now, it has to be in this exact orientation, where this is facing you like this, and this centerpiece is facing you this way. What you do is you take this 45 degrees to the right, take it up, place this down in its place, then bring it down and put it back in. And as you can see, you fixed this place. That's a very simple algorithm, but since I learned how to solve the cube using my own method, I'll show that as well. My method is a bit harder, however, it's pretty easy to understand. As you can see, what you have to do is you have to get one misaligned piece like this. It doesn't matter what orientation it has, but it just has to be like this. And you practically want to bring this piece into here. Now, you need to have one misplaced piece here and one misplaced piece here. So what you do is you take it up by 45 degrees, put this in its place, bring it back down. And that way you fix this place. Now, as you can see, I have this last center that has to be placed in this position, since all of the others are done. Since all of the others are done. Now, basically, my method, unfortunately, it's a bit harder than the actual method, which is simply using this simple algorithm. But yeah, my method requires two misplaced pieces. Therefore, you can use one of those to create another misplaced center. And it's as follows. Basically, if this is the one you're trying to fix, if that's the one you're trying to, you want this to go here. However, of course, you need another extra misplaced centerpiece. So what I do is, I put it like this, so that it's above the misplaced centerpiece exactly. I take it 90 degrees to the left, and I bring this down by 45 degrees, switch it by 45 degrees, put this here, so I flipped it, and bring it back. As you can see, I basically place this where it belongs, and I can simply slide this down and fix all of the others as follows. Now this is the easiest step of turning it into cube shape. Basically, what you have is these misaligned pieces. However, what's really good about these misaligned pieces is you can fix them easily. You just have to put them, you have to turn them by 45 degrees so that they're facing you. You take it up by 90 degrees, turn it by 90 degrees, and place it down, then redo the move you did at the start. Now, you can do this for every piece exactly. There's no bandaging, no nothing. It's very easy to do. Again, you bring it here, you take it up, you turn it, put it down, and put it back in its place. And now you've returned it to cube shape. So from here onwards, I'll assume that you know how to solve the 4x4 cube. And as you can see now, I'm fixing the centers on the 4x4. As you can see there, I just fixed the white center, and now I'm gonna fix the yellow center. Now, honestly, I think that solving the 4x4x4 mix-up cube is easier than the 3x3x3 mix-up cube, and that's because the 3x3x3 mix-up cube has a parity which has to be solved using mix-up algorithms, and that parity actually, when I first tried to do it, when I first solved this cube like a 3x3 mix-up cube, I never encountered the parity, so I thought it was pretty simple. But when I encountered it, I got really stuck, and I was tempted to use the internet to get an answer, but I tried and tried, and finally I found my own method to actually solve those parities, which is really nice. And in the future, I'll create another video showing you how to solve the 3x3x3 mix-up cube, including the parities, using my own method. So now, as you can see, I'm fixing the edge pieces, and it's pretty basic stuff. It's just like the 4x4 cube. It's very easy. It's pretty easy. Now, this puzzle at first was really hard, and I had to use the internet. But actually, if you're gonna get this puzzle, I suggest that you actually spend a lot of time on it, trying to learn how to solve it. Because at the end, it's really easy to. At the end, when I finally found out how to do it, I thought, how didn't I think of it earlier? It was really intuitive. It just required more patience. I just had to be more patient and spend more time on it. But yeah, it's a fantastic puzzle, as I mentioned previously. As you can see, I'm down to the last two edges on the 4x4. Now I'll just have to break them to make it into 3 edges. As you can see, I'm done with the edge pairing, with the edge process. So now I'll just solve it like 3x3, and it's pretty easy. And of course, if you've come this far, you know how to solve a 3x3 cube. So yeah, there's no point in explaining that. So if I encounter a parity, or which sadly I didn't, I was gonna show you how to I was gonna show you my method of solving the parity, which is really cool. And actually I'll show it now. I'll just scramble it and get it into the parity form and show you. So now, yeah, as you can see, this is the last step, solving it like a 3x3. And yeah, this is a tutorial on how to solve the Mixup Cube. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, just before I continue, I'm gonna quickly show you how to do the parity, which using my method. So normally to flip one edge, you do this very long algorithm, which is the 4x4 algorithm, of course. Now, my method actually does work with the 3x3 Mixup Cube, and I'll show you now. Now, of course, this cube, if you consider this center as one piece, this as one piece, this as one piece, this as one piece, and this as one piece, it acts like a 3x3x3 Mixup Cube. So basically, without using these inner slices, I'm gonna turn this using the 3x3 Mixup Cube solution that I found. What I found when I was solving the cube was, if you turn this by 45 degrees, take it up and flip it by 90 degrees, you can flip it and put it back in like that. However, this is flipped, and yeah, it's flipped. But then I noticed that you can also flip these two. So when you do this, it puts it back in its original. So in case that was a bit too fast, basically what you have to do is put it by 45 degrees, take it up, flip it by 180 degrees, put it back down, take it back, and then finally solve these two by simply taking this up 180 degrees, putting it down like this. So yeah, thank you for watching, and soon I guess I'll come out with a tutorial on how to solve the 3x3 Mixup Cube. However, it's the exact same method that I used here. The only difference is, besides the 4x4 properties, the only difference is that this parity, which is the PLL parity, I think, yeah, this parity is much harder to do on the 3x3. Now, there is a method to do it, but the method I found is slightly longer than the actual method found online, but I like it because I found it and it's much more intuitive. So yeah, it's basically to flip these two using only 3x3 moves, which is not what I'm doing now, but yeah. So yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll try to get a new video very soon on the 3x3x3 Mixup Cube. Thank you.